Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Sampdoria. It is the final episode of Season 3 and we've got just 4 matches, or is it 3 matches? It's 4 matches left of the season to try and get ourselves a Champions League spot. In between episodes we have played 2 further matches and luckily for us we've won both of them. We started off with a 2-1 victory against Torino, a Manolo Gabbiadini penalty, and then a Bazua rocket from well outside the area gives us a 2-1 victory here. Against Regina, we were awful. We probably should have won probably 6 or 7-0. We were so much better than them. Couldn't score a goal until Georgi Kolev comes off the bench to score his 3rd goal of the season. It means that it is all to play for. We are actually not too far behind 2nd place AC Milan, although I think we have lost against AC Milan, haven't we? We've lost to them and probably drawn with them? Yes, so even if we match points with AC Milan, we won't go ahead of them. We are going to be up against Cagliari or Cagliari. I don't know. I've always called it Cagliari. It's like a hard G in there. I don't know. That's what I've been calling it. And then also later on in the episode, it's going to be Fiorentina. We do also have to play Sassuolo after the Fiorentina game. And we've got Salernitana, who I think have been relegated. I don't know if they've gone down just yet. But yeah, I'm hoping they're going to go down because I can't pronounce their name and I'm glad of that. Well, here we go again then. We have actually had this exact episode, not this exact episode, but these 2 fixtures in a previous episode in this season. It didn't end well last time. That was the first episode where we lost both matches in it. So hopefully we can turn it around and win both of these games. Cagliari up first. They're on excellent form. I suspect they're outperforming where they should be. They have just beaten Lazio, which is basically the reason why Lazio have kind of been dragged into this little battle for 3rd, I guess 2nd now, down to 8th place. This is ridiculously tight. They've also beaten Udinese, Sassuolo, a 0-0 draw with Fiorentina, and then a 3-0 win against a team who I can't pronounce. The starting lineup then for the Cagliari game, it's going to be Scuffit in goal today with Muru and Berezinski as the fullback, Sturgeon and Vallejo as the 2 central defenders. That is basically our back 4 for pretty much all of the season. Foyth has come in occasionally when Berezinski basically gets himself suspended. Leperto's played a couple of games, but that's our back 4, isn't it? Vecino and Mejbri will be the central midfielders with Gabbiadini, Gaetano and Georgi Kolev as the attacking midfielders. Fise Arp will be leading the line. I'm hoping we can start scoring some more goals because Arp hasn't scored a lot for us. He hasn't played a huge amount, if I'm honest, but 4 goals in 11 starts and 13 off the bench isn't great for somebody getting paid £83,000 a week and somebody with 16 finishing. Let's just not do what we did last time, okay? I'm pretty sure when we played them last time, we were actually not very good at all. So I'm hoping we can first of all play well, and secondly, if we can get a victory, ideally 2-0, because 2-0 will then mean that we've got better victories against, I think. I don't know, is that how it works? I'm not sure. Muru with a throw just under 17 minutes. Mejbri tries to find Arp, can't manage to do it. And now Cagliari possibly breaking with Johnny running down that left-hand side. He's come into the middle, finds Simeone. This is a goal, isn't it? Reese to Arzani once again. He scored against us last time we played them. Simone Scuffit makes the save. It's going to be a corner from Cagliari. And we are going to see it as well. Johnny, I think it is. It is Johnny towards the front post. Vallejo heads clear. But Cagliari still do have the ball. Johnny gets it back. Plays it on the ground to, I thought it was, for some reason I thought that guy's name was also Johnny. It's Arzani, it's not even close to Johnny. Arzani has it, loses out to the Manchester United loanee. I think Arzani's actually on loan from Man City as well, so that's like a weird battle of the 2 Manchester sides, for some reason taking place in Serie A. Nothing also came of that highlight at all, did it? We've got ourselves a throw. Berezinski with the ball in his hands. Forward to Gaetano, back to Berezinski. In the middle, he tries to find Vecino, can't manage it. Muru was somehow into the penalty area, but he's been tackled, and Nandez now runs on that right-hand side. Mejbri gets back, even with a yellow card, to steal the ball away. Scuffit needs to get that ball clear, and he has done. Muru to Mejbri, back to Muru. What's going to happen from this highlight? We're going backwards. Sturgeon across to Vallejo. Going to go back to the keeper, isn't it? Because it always seems to do it when these 2 pass it between the pair of them. No. Okay, it's gone forward. Georgi Kolev, the Bulgarian, runs forward with some purpose and plays it back. Just decides to turn a full 180 and play it all the way back. If this goes to Scuffit, this is a stupid highlight so far. Berezinski with the ball, down the right, plays it forward to Gabbiadini. He's got Fite up in the middle. If he can cross it back to Berezinski, who has some more space until he took too many touches. Gaetano goes for a headed effort. It's just over the bar, still 0-0, 25 minutes on the clock. Final 10 minutes of the first half. Kolev is having an absolute shocker. I don't know what he's doing, but he's having an absolute shocking appearance. So is Vecino. He's not having a good one either. It is 0-0 at half time. I was going to say that's not bad. It is bad because we need to beat them. If we don't beat them, we don't close the ground on them. They're getting unassertive. I'm far from pleased. Hopefully that's fired up enough people. And then, what did I do? I always said that. Prove a point. Okay, you've just said it to two people. That's fine. To Kolev and to Vecino, two players who aren't performing. That's fine. 10 minutes into the second half, we're going to try and go a little bit more positive. I've just seen Napoli are losing to Sassuolo. Napoli are drawing with Sassuolo, which means we've now dropped down into 7th place? 6th place? One of those places. João Pedro to Johnny in the penalty area. Tries to find Simeone. Can't manage it. And now Kolev gets the flicked head. He's going to run forward. Fite Arp is in front of him. Kolev keeps going. Arp needs that now. Arp needed that ball a while ago. Kolev's gone it alone instead. Cragno makes an easy save. Kolev really needed to pass that to Fite Arp a lot earlier than what he did, because he never passed it. The highlight is still apparently going on. Berezinski back to Vallejo. He's going to go back to the keeper, isn't he? There it is. He loves a backwards pass. Simone scuffle it forward to Vallejo. Now finds Mejbri. Right hand side, we've got a lot of options. Gaetano is one of them. He's also got Gabbiadini. Berezinski, I think, is making a run as well. Yes, he is. Berezinski, the Polish international, tries to cross it in. Nope, flicks it back. Gabbiadini to Fite Arp. And Fite Arp has just placed that into the bottom corner with his head. 65 minutes on the clock. 1-0 up against Cagliari. This is what we need. One more goal and I will feel a little bit more comfortable. Also, let's change that back to balanced. We've moved up to 4th with that. We're into 4th place. Mejbri with a free kick towards the back. Gabbiadini's there. The ball has found its way into the back of the net. It is Jesus Vallejo with the goal. It is 2-0 now against Cagliari. Right. Let's try and think about what we're going to do here. What are we going to do? I mean, the match ratings haven't gone up because Vallejo's still on a 6.6 apparently. Kolev will be coming off. Marius Wolf is going to come on. I think we're just going to do annoying little time-wasting substitutions. Right, that's the first one done. We've got a corner. Gaetano takes it towards the back post. Sturgew's there. The header clear is going to be collected, though, by Manolo Gabbiadini. He's going the wrong way. Lovely pass to nobody, apparently. And now Schultz finds João Pedro on that left-hand side for Cagliari. Tries to cross it in, hits the first man. It's Mejbri. And now Manolo Gabbiadini once again has the ball, this time on the right-hand side. Tries to dink it over, can't manage it. Mejbri now to Fite Arp. He's running towards goal into the penalty area. Fite Arp really should have made it 3-0. Just dinks it straight into Cragno's hands. Let's do ourselves another substitution for a little bit of time wasting. Bernardeschi, there you go. You're coming on for Gaetano. We're going to do another one in about a minute and a half. There we go, that'll do. 85 minutes, final substitution. Robbie Mudd is going to come on for Vecino. That should be enough time wasting to hopefully see out the clock. Or we get a highlight straight after the Robbie Mudd substitution. It's long towards the halfway line. Cagliari do have the ball. Schultz across to Simeone on the left. Has to go back to Tronson. He runs forward. Plays the ball on that right-hand side. Nandes is just about going to keep it in play. No one's closing him down. The cross comes in. Tronson is there. It's 2-1. That's not ideal, is it? That is not ideal. I'm going to give them a demand more and we're going to go defensive. There is a highlight going on. We've got 5 minutes. Tronson, edge of the area. Loads of space. Goes for... We've thrown away another 2-goal lead. We constantly cannot defend. We just throw away leads like it's fun to do. And now we've gone defensive with no time left to play. I'm just going to sit on a point. We're just going to take the point. It's not good enough. We should have won that game. They had 2 shots. Tronson did 2 things that entire game. Apparently he was on for the whole match. He had 2 shots and scored them both. Well, good job everyone. You're getting an angry team talk. I was going to bring you in for training, but I feel like we probably need to keep your match fitness high because we are still in the Champions League hunt after all. Right, what else happened around us then? So obviously we drew, that's what it is, with Cagliari. Napoli beat Sassuolo in the end. Udinese beating Fiorentina. That's good. That is good news because Fiorentina, they're not out of it, but they are starting to fall away. Atalanta kind of climbing their way into this now, just 9 points behind us, but I think it's probably too little too late for Atalanta. AC Milan, what did they do? They drew 0-0 with Parma. Okay, things kind of went our way. Lazio won their game, so they are now up into 2nd place. A victory there, a victory against Cagliari would have put us into, 4th place? Joint 4th with Cagliari? And look at that, Fitearp ends his goal drought. That is his first goal in how many? How many matches? 11. 11 matches without scoring. Fitearp's finally got one, but annoyingly, we can't defend. We've got 3 games left to play. Salernitana, Fiorentina, Sassuolo. I'm going to play this one off camera. Depending on what happens, we might actually just go straight to the Sassuolo game. I might not play Fiorentina on camera if things are kind of looking promising or bad. I don't know. We return from the Salernitana game, and we have just scraped by and picked up another 3 points. It was 1-0. Manolo Gabbiadini with the only goal of the game. We were the better side, but we are just struggling to score goals. I say struggling. We've actually not scored since the 5th of February. The problem is, we very rarely score more than 1. So, yeah, a 1-0 victory against Salernitana is not great, but it's still a victory. It means 4th place. We are up into 4th place in the table, 66 points, 2 games left to play. We can technically finish 2nd if everything goes our way. I just have to hope that we can beat Fiorentina, who are almost out of this little scrap. Although, if they beat us and whoever they're playing in their final game, they could still go ahead of us. It's a mess. It is an actual mess, isn't it? This top 8, or 2nd down to 8, it's a mess. And annoyingly, we're in the middle of it. Let's try and get past this Fiorentina side then. They are managed by Manuel Pellegrini. They are not on great form. They're an inconsistent. Drawing with Lazio, a defeat against Udinese, drawing with Sassuolo, and a 2-0 defeat against Napoli. But then they also beat Salernitana 3-0, which is something that we can't do. And I've just seen, we've never beaten Fiorentina. Great. Also, Vecino's out for 3 to 5 weeks. And Sturgew's also out injured for 7 days to possibly 3 weeks as well. The starting lineup then for the Fiorentina game, it's going to be Scuffit in goal, a back 4 of Muru and Berezinski, Foyth and Vallejo, Robbie Mudd, Bazur and Medjbury. We are little midfield triangle with Gabbiadini, Gaetano and Fitearp leading the line. As you can tell, we don't have our attacker midfielder, we have a slightly more defensive midfielder, although I feel like this formation is slightly more attacking whenever we play it. It is probably because it's set to positive by default, so maybe we probably want to change that down. Just be balanced to begin with, and then we'll go to positive later on. Early chance for Fiorentina, early goal for Fiorentina. Gaetano Castrovilli with the opening goal, just 7 minutes on the clock. That's not good. If we win here, by the way, we've qualified for the Champions League. A defeat means we could drop down all the way to 6th place. Jason Cross comes in, Scuffit holds on. The Italian goalkeeper then with the ball in his hands. He's got some runners. He's gone long instead. Tries to find Gaetano and does manage to find the Napoli loanee. He's gone across right-hand side towards Gabbiadini. He's not going to get there. Yes, he is, because Igor is very bad at controlling the ball. And Gabbiadini is even worse at shooting. It should be 1-1. It really should be 1-1 already. But nope. Gabbiadini misses one-on-one chances. Jason has a free kick for Fiorentina towards the back post. Pizzella with a headed effort goes over the bar. And it is a goal kick. Right, I'm thinking we need to go positive again. I mean, being on balance clearly doesn't work, so let's go positive. Lazio beating Sassuolo, which means they kind of climb a little bit further away from 3rd place AC Milan. At the moment, we're going to be finishing 6th if everything stays this way. We do still have Sassuolo to play. It's also going to be 1-0 to Fiorentina at half-time because nothing's happened for the rest of the first half. I'm going to try and be calm. I expect to see a much better performance. Oh, it worked. It actually worked. Right. We're also going to do Gaetano off. Marius Wolf is going to come on. And we'll keep you on that side. I mean, you're not good as an inverted forward, are you? But that's kind of what we play. That's how the system works. You should be fine. Just seen Nicola Muru's on a 6.4. Well, what has he done to get a 6.4? AC Milan are beating Benevento as well. Igor has the ball for Fiorentina. Bastos across to Pizzella. All the way across now to the right-hand side. Lirola, he can run forward with the ball over the halfway line. He's got 2 players for company. Marius Wolf is one of them. Jason has it into Pulgar in the middle. He's being closed down. Alfred Duncan. On the left is Tyson. Tyson's got some options. He's gone back instead, which is a questionable one. Pulgar with the ball to Alfred Duncan once again. He's managed to find Tyson once again. Duncan again with the ball. Finds Igor on the left. He's got a bit of space. The fullback doesn't cross it. It's a great tackle from Bazur, but he doesn't manage to get the ball. And Dusan Vlahovic makes it 2-0 to Fiorentina. Fiorentina are a team that we cannot beat for some reason. I don't know why. This isn't good. This really isn't good. We'll go to the final game of the season up against Sassuolo, and we need to get a victory against Sassuolo to get Champions League. Pulgar with the ball deep in his own half. Castrovilli has it now. and Duncan, and across to Tyson, because that's all they do. They just pass down this left-hand side. He's going to go back. We're not doing anything with the ball. We're not even getting the ball, if I'm perfectly honest. Igor has it into the penalty area. I think Berezinski stuck a leg out. It's almost 3-0. Jason's headed effort goes over the bar. We've still got time. Need to give him a demand more. Let's get Fite up off the pitch. We've got a free kick. It's going to be Arujo coming on. Also, Muru is going to come off for Dodo. Are we going to see the free kick? Vallejo has the ball at his feet. We do get to see the free kick. Robbie Mudd to Berezinski. Now Bazur into the middle. Mejbri, the Manchester United man, tries to find Gabbiadini. It's a shocking pass. Absolutely appalling. Igor all the way back to Dragowski in the Fiorentina goal. And they can build from their defence. Lirola, he's got loads of space because Marius Wolf decided to close down the central defender. Nicola Muru, this is the last thing he's probably going to do on the pitch for us today. Bazur towards up, heads down to Fite. To Fite up? He doesn't head down to himself. Marius Wolf has been tackled. Castrovilli nicks the ball away. Plays it down that right-hand side. Dusan Vlahovic, can he get his second goal of the game? He's gone for a curling effort. Simone Scuffit makes a save. It's a corner. And now our subs have taken place. The corners come in. Scuffit makes a good save from the headed effort. Hopefully that just ends the highlight, and it does. I was going to give him a shout, but apparently I can't. There we go. Get creative. We've had a decent amount of chances. We've just not done anything. Fiorentina, as always, whenever we play them, they just play really well. We can never beat Fiorentina. Full time, it is a 2-0 defeat against Fiorentina. That is a disappointing performance. We've got one more game to go. It is Sassuolo, and because we've got one more game to go, I guess we kind of have to see it, don't we? So are you ready for a really long episode? Because it's going to be a really long episode. We are currently sat 6th place in the table. Inter Milan just beat Salernitana 6-3. What happened in that match? What? I mean, did goalkeepers ever turn up? Inter Milan defence clearly didn't. So we are one of 3 teams sat on 66 points. Unfortunately, Cagliari and Juve, I think, have both beaten us. I've just seen, actually, we're all 18 wins, 12 draws and 7 defeats. So we have lost to Juve and Cagliari. Cagliari have lost to Juve, but not us. And Juve also haven't lost to us. So, I mean, we're 6th, aren't we? We're finishing 6th. Unless both of those teams lose and AC Milan lose. Did we lose to AC Milan? We also beat them, right? Nope, we lost. No, we have to hope that all Juve and Cagliari need to lose. Okay, here we go then. Final game of the season. Sassuolo are our opponents. We have only lost to them once. They are in inconsistent form after losing to Lazio and Napoli. A couple of draws in there and a victory against Udinese. We need to keep an eye on. Salernitana are playing Juve. Well, we're not going to go ahead of Juve. And we have to hope then that Parma can beat. We're finishing 6th at best, aren't we? 6th at best. Have we lost to Napoli? We've lost to Napoli as well. And we haven't beat. Oh my, we're going to finish 7th. If Fiorentina win their game as well against Inter Milan, we will actually finish 8th place. This is just awful. The starting lineup then, it is going to be Scuffit in goal. Dodo, Foyth, Vallejo and Berezinski will be the back four. Bazoa and Linetti are the central midfielders. Bernardeschi, Mejbri, Gaetano and Gabbiadini will be our front four. We just need to do our job. We just need to beat Sassuolo. If we can manage to do that, then we will finish in a European spot. It will be the Europa League, but it will be a European spot, which is pretty much what I was hoping for. Champions League was what I was after, but Europa League will do. Foyth plays the ball upfield. Early highlight is actually the first minutes. Gaetano gets past a defender, keeps going into the area, crosses in, back post. It's Bernardeschi. Headed effort hits the bar. Gaetano now has it in the penalty area. He's crossed it in again, can't manage to find a player. Traore loses out to Linetti. His effort is saved by the goalkeeper as well. Bernardeschi is going to be the one taking the corner. Zebra, Juve have taken the lead. Dodo's actually the one taking the corner. It's gone all the way through. It's actually going to be a throw. So Juve have taken the lead against Salernitana, which is kind of expected. It means that we can't finish 4th if everything stays that way for the Juventus match. We still obviously need to score a goal against Sassuolo. And ideally not concede one. Corner comes in, we've conceded one. Gianluca Scamacca. I feel like he was my former player as well, you know? We're 1-0 down. This is just... I hate this game. I hate this game so much. Because Napoli aren't winning, we haven't dropped down anywhere in the table. Napoli and Fiorentina both seem to be drawing their game. But, like, what is going on? Just show some passion. Do something. Play football. We have 64% possession. We've had 4 shots. What are we doing or not doing? We're not shooting. That's the problem. Cagliari have taken the lead. Shoot on sight. Just start pulling the trigger. Cagliari have taken the lead. We've got ourselves a corner just before half-time. We're not going to see it. It's 1-0 to Sassuolo at half-time. We are doing shocking. Absolutely shocking. I mean, well, we're not. We're doing well. We're just not doing anything when we have the ball. I don't know whether the players realise that if we don't get Europe, this season is over. This save is finished. It's done. Berezinski's headed effort is over the bar from a corner. Still 1-0 to Sassuolo. Yeah, if we don't get European football, we're not doing any more Sampdoria. It's ending at the end of this episode. 70 minutes on the clock. Medjbri having a shocker. So, I was going to put Bernardeschi in the middle, but he's also having a very bad game as well. Kolev's going to come on. Bernardeschi is going to come on as well. Linetti for Robbie Mudd. All of our subs. There we go. 70 minutes. Roma have taken the lead against Napoli. That is very good news. Fiorentina, I think, are still drawing their game. I mean, this is bad. This is real bad. Oh, hold on. Robbie Mudd. Free kick towards Foyth at the front. Juan Foyth scores his first goal of the season. Robbie Mudd with the assist. It's 1-1 against Sassuolo. There's still 5 minutes to play. Can we get a second? We can still get Champions League football, right? Or can we? I don't think we can. They've just brought on Jakub Jankto as well. That's not good. Also, Ferrara used to be our player. Manu Vallejo for Sassuolo. Rogerio on that left-hand side. Number 6 tries to cross it in. Hits the defender. Vallejo gets the ball back, though. Their Vallejo, not ours. Manu Vallejo keeps running. Goes for a long-range effort. Simone Scuffit with a wonderful television save to hold on to that. It's going to end 1-1. It is going to end 1-1 against Sassuolo. Unless something comes of this. Salernitana have just scored. Gabbiadini goes for a headed effort. It hits the little corner bit where the post joins the crossbar. We've still got the ball deep in the Sassuolo half. Ivanov loses out. It's going to be a 1-1 draw then to end the season. It's disappointing. We've had such a good season and we're going to finish 6th. Well, I guess the good news is the Sampdoria save will continue into season 4. The bad news is we're only in the Europa League. We're not in the Champions League. Juve managed to steal that 4th place. Milan in 3rd. Lazio in 2nd. Inter Milan retain their title. So reading this little bit of blurb saying about how we've qualified for the Europa League, it sounds like we weren't expected to get there. Despite being rank outsiders, Sampdoria have pulled off an outstanding achievement. That's fine. Okay, Europa League is good. We need to win that, probably, next year. Maybe. We need to do well. Let's get out of the group stage. And a couple of days later, we have the end of season awards. So, team of the overall best 11, not team of the year. Ordero in goal, Berezinski, Sturgeon, Foyth and Muru. I mean, all of these pretty much make sense, don't they? Nobody really has broken into the starting 11. Bernardeschi, Vallejo and Scuffit have all managed to make it onto the bench. End of season awards. Berezinski wins Player of the Year. Is that the second time he's won it in a row? Berezinski, he's one of these players that on paper, he's not great. But for some reason, he's got a 7.14 average rating for this season. Last season, a 7.16. He just performs. Second place is Hannibal Medjbri, and then Bernardeschi in 3rd place. Bazua scoring goal of the season and getting signing in the season. Medjbri also being the young player. You can see the team of the season there on the right-hand side. Are you taking the piss? This was the problem. Top goal scorer scored 11. It's not a small number, but it's 11. Our top goal scorer scored 11, and I think second place was like 8, and then third place was like 6. We didn't score enough goals. Berezinski gets highest average rating. Bernardeschi with the most assists. 14 assists is actually very good. I didn't realise he got so many assists. Robbie Mudd with the best pass completion. Bernardeschi man of the matches. Vallejo loves a yellow card, and Nicola Muru loves a red card. Both of them, I'm pretty sure, were against Juve. Let's take a look then at this Bazua goal. I don't think this one was on camera. Bernardeschi has the ball on the right-hand side. He's going to run into the penalty area, probably play it back to Bazua on the first touch, straight into the bottom corner. I think that might have been in the last episode, actually. Club vision and expectations for next season. So just play entertaining football. Don't spend too much money. Finish in the mid-table of Serie A. We do that without fail. So I don't know why you keep giving me that objective. And they want us to get through the group stages. That's good. Also, we are improving our training and youth facilities. It's something that I completely forgot to mention. I did it a while ago. So yeah, hopefully that will be finished sooner rather than later. Now let's give the team talk that everyone is expecting. We're going to be mid-table. Good. Everyone is so excited to finish mid-table next season. Where are we going for our training camp this time? I don't want to go to Italy. Mate, USA. Yeah, let's go off to America. And this is the bit of news that I was looking forward to. £25 million transfer budget, or just under 25. £1.1 million per week wage budget. How close to that are we? We are well under. Okay, we are well under our wage budget and got a reasonable amount of money to spend. I mean, we can shift this about, possibly up to 30 million. Nice. And the board are upgrading our training in new facilities. I thought they were already doing that. Now, I normally avoid these, or not avoid, just don't really show these, but this is probably my favourite thing. We are relegation specialists. Irabaran, D'Amico, Lahaji, Ramirez, Cake Rocha, Sorensen, and Parazanovic all getting relegated from Regina, Salernitana, and Verona. All of them. Every single one of them. Speaking of players out on loan, I just want to have a quick look and see how some of these players did basically at Morscron. Can we just do general stats? Selection info, that will do. So, Gerard Fafana didn't play. Magdi played once off the bench. Precious Sunday didn't play. And Yakubu Bakayoko actually played 7 games. I mean, are they slowly becoming... I mean, you're French. Why are you even here? I mean, they're slowly becoming Belgian. They need to stay here for a few more seasons. Well, I think that's going to do it then for this episode and this season with Sampdoria. We have obviously made it into the Europa League, which is good. I'm hoping for a decent performance. Next season, I suspect it might be a slightly long season in terms of episodes. We might have maybe 8 episodes because obviously I want to try and cover a bit of Europe. I want to also cover what's going on in Serie A as well. Next season then, we need to be aiming for Champions League and also some decent progression in Europe. But thank you very much for watching this episode and this season. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you want to see more and you are new here, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.